Hi there! Hey there YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a quick haul review thingy from some Jidongshunxi stuff I got from Kikagoods. 2 for 10,000 escape plans and 2 for the past in Sicily. First up was this extra head for the past in Sicily boys. It's just a bald head. It comes in 3 pieces. This is pretty much the same as the regular faceplate, except the eyes are a bit narrower than the usual faceplates that came with the Past in Sicily boys. It doesn't come with any eyes, and it's simple to put on and take off. So the back of the headpiece slots into the neck. The top slots like that, and the face the same as usual. And it's worth noting that you can remove the top without the face, or the face without removing the top. So, nothing else much to say, that it's the same as the regular faces. I see there's a bee in here. Okay, this is one of the regular faces. It also has a bee. So, nothing special there. Next, for the past in Sicily, is this. It's the holographic laser ticket. So they come packaged in a nice piece of cardboard. Mine is unfortunately dented because my shipping box was smushed. Taking it out, we have all 5 characters, and there's a piece of paper in between each. So, first up is Marcello. So we have a nice holographic finish for the whole thing. The main image is painted in a more solid color paint or printing, so that it's not as transparent as the rest, and is finished with a gloss. And so we have the character bio, and I think Dubin. Also here is the, I don't know if it's a Chinese or what, not meant for Doberman. And we have the character bio on the card here as well. And the camera doesn't want to focus. Leather shoes, extinguished cigarettes, and elegant thugs. Wander in the alley behind the rainstorm. Hey. The beast lurks in the dark and is always ready to bite obstacles for you. Bandages, scars, bloody kisses. The eagle dog took other people's blood and begged for mercy. Over here, we once again have the past in Sicily's, or the story of Sicily's past. And Marcello, his description in Chinese, and he is the master of violence. On the back, we have a full illustration of the character. So holographic finish with the main image of the character more solid and with a glossy finish. Getting a close-up of the whole image. I got these specifically for the illustrations. Quite nice. Okay. Next one is Federico. all the same finishes, and it says Bianmo. The gaze from behind the scenes is effortless, holding the chess piece and making the move. Even in the face of stormy weather, beyond rationality, you are the one whom I'm willing to bestow the brilliant freedom. Okay. And we know he's a master of tactics. And the other side. Nice. Next up is Mikhaila. He is Lie Langguang. Quan. Lie Langguan. Okay. The church made of white bones is piled up with the greed of believers. Hypocritically praise the gods and laugh at the faith of sentient beings. Until you come here, my soul shakes silently. The protagonists of all hymns have a concrete image. The priest is willing to offer his faith to help you reach the top. Okay, and he is the master of faith. And the other side. One, considering he's the hidden. No, I wanted to say maybe they could have did the effects in gold, but meh. Okay. Next up is Eduardo. And he is a Jinmao. Okay. The taste of gold bars and hand banknotes and new printing ink. Stocks that soar overnight, intoxicating vinyl. Everything is not as bright as the praise you gave. So it sounds like Eduardo's a bit smitten. Come on. There. And he is the master of finance. And on the other side... last but not least, Luciano. And Samyoi. Come on. Camera, please focus. Joy overflows from the stage, with gold powder swirling in the air. The wanton laughter stirs up thousands of emotions. You are invited to join an unrestrained dance. Even the world will submit to this ultimate moment of ecstasy. And my Luciano is a misprint, because this description is always the mass of entertainment, and we have finance printed here. It's a pity. And there he is. Let's put them all next to each other. I do want to find a nice way to display these. I haven't yet. Anyway, the illustrations are quite pretty. So whoever the illustrations were, good job. And they are made of a pretty thick cardboard. So, next up is some stuff for the 10,000 escape plan dolls. First off, the body stocking. Then an outfit set. So since they're both clothes, let's start with the stocking. It looks very small. It is a very sheer material, similar to the sock and undies that came with Oriki. So I'm wondering what the best way to put it on is okay. There's only one place to get it through, and that's from the top. So it's a bit tough to put on, especially when it comes to the hips and the shoulders. It does fit tightly, although in some spots, namely the armpits and the crotch, do have a bit of trouble keeping to the body, so to say. So we have two seams down the legs, going around the foot. I'm not going to show what that's going to do for the socks though. And shoes. Speaking of which, can I get her undies and her sock on over this? So the panties went on without a problem, the sock was a little more difficult, and the shoes went on without a problem. But the sock doesn't really stand out on top of the body stocking. So next up I'm going to test this set. Don't remember what it's called, but it has a box with a kind of army-ish imagery. One side of the box is open. It does have plastic, and then that comes in a plastic box, which is pretty cool. So in the back of the plastic box we have one of the product images, and it's just blank on the other side. So we have a pair of pants, a scarf, a pair of arm warmers and a shirt. So zooming into the pants, it is a grey with a brown tint. It has working pockets in the front, two smaller ones on top and two bigger ones down the bottom. The bigger ones have ribbons with rings on them. The back is plain. And we have a white faux leather belt going all the way around with a hanging belt loop and a hanging chain loop on the other side. One of the upper pockets has a tiny button. We have a belt buckle, and then two suspenders with hooks that hook onto the shirt. The shirt is a very smooth fabric. It kind of looks like faux leather, but it isn't. So we have two ribbon loops for the suspenders, and a turtleneck collar, two open arms. We have a printed butterfly. In the back we have some Velcro. The scarf is just a piece of cloth. And it's pretty quite long. Just checking. So it's about 50 centimeters. I'm not sure why it has to be that long, but anyway. Next we have the two arm warmers. They look pretty much the same. They are a darker grey with two belt straps, one in a reddish brown and one in white. Pretty much the same as all the rest of this line. Okay, so this is the whole outfit. First off, I took off the body stocking because it didn't look good here in the waist section, and the arm warmers didn't want to go on over it. So back to this outfit. So we do have some fades. The fabric isn't really finished all that well, so it does fray a bit. So you can take note of that. It was a bit difficult to get it up around the waist to close in the back, and it just barely closes. And it is super long, down past her foot and just meeting the edge of her shoes. These shoes aren't the best fit for this outfit. I'll probably have to get some more. The hooks went on easily. It comes loose just as easily. The arm warmers are a bit tight to get on around the elbow, but they are comfortably loose. They are also super long though, and you have to take off the hands and use the pegs when you want to put them on. The shirt, nothing much to say. Let's see how Holy Key looks with this new outfit. I'd say it looks cute, but it's not really her style. Again, and the scarf is just loose knit, very loose. So it's a pretty cute outfit, although really not Holy Key's style. I will eventually be getting other dolls from this line, and then the grey one, the wolf. I'll put the picture up on screen. She'll work, but I think her style is really suited to this outfit. But for now I've only got Holy Key to wear it, and she doesn't look bad. But yeah, like I said, not quite her style. Okay, so final thoughts on everything. The face, the head a bit overpriced, $4 US, but I knew what I was getting and it is what I got. No downsides, it is what it is and it's good. The holographic cards, I love them. Though once again a bit expensive, but they're just so comfortable. But then again, if you bought full-size illustrations or whatnot, it would have cost a lot more, so it's not that bad. The exchange rate is bad. And I really like them. The bodysuit, below expectations. It's going to work fine if I gave the doll darker clothes. It's even in normal times, the paint seems to get stained pretty easily. Thankfully, Holy Key's outfit is mostly white. And it's safe to say I originally wanted to get a body stocking for these boys since they all wear dark colours, but with the jointing system and how difficult it was on the arms here, I don't think it'll work, so I don't have to hunt down those. The fit of the body stocking isn't completely perfect, and considering that all the characters have arm warmers and I couldn't get the arm warmers up over the body stocking, it'll probably take a lot of effort or some careful planning, and it doesn't work well in that regard. So the body stocking was a bit meh. And now this outfit, amazing presentation and packaging. All the quality leaves a bit to be desired with the loose fades, but it looks really nice, and it goes on easily enough onto the doll. The quality isn't the greatest, but it's like $1 or $2 more expensive than I would have thought for it to be. But in the end, it's a pretty good buy. But for now, I'm not going to be buying the Jidongshunxi set. I did think about it and I decided between this one and the Jidongshunxi set. And I can say I'm glad I didn't go for the Jidongshunxi set, because at least she can wear this. The Jidongshunxi set is a lot darker colored and it'll look very awkward with her, to say the least. But at least with this outfit in hand, I can say the Jidongshunxi set isn't that high on of a lead at the moment. So overall everything's good, a bit expensive, but not too much that I wouldn't have bought, that I'm unhappy with my purchase. Okay, so stay tuned for some pics for this outfit. Thanks for watching. Bye.